Most people never think twice about the snacks they eat. A bag of potato chips seems simple, cheap, crunchy, fun. Something you tear open while watching your favorite show, something kids toss into their lunch bags, something adults munch on during long drives, but inside the enormous steel walls of Crisp Star Foods, a world existed that almost no one had ever seen. A place where machines roared louder than thunder, where millions of potatoes transformed into golden, crispy chips every single day, and where secrets were buried beneath layers of oil, spice, and metal. And on one cold Monday morning, 21-year-old intern Aria Collins stepped into that world for the first time, fresh out of engineering school, nervous, hopeful, completely unaware that she was walking into the most dangerous and life-changing day of her life. As the massive automated doors slid open and the warm scent of fried potatoes hit her face, Aria froze. The factory wasn't just big. It was alive. Conveyor belts stretching longer than football fields. Giant robotic arms moving with inhuman precision. Thousands of potatoes tumbling through steel tunnels. A symphony of clanks, hisses, and roaring fryers, but what shocked her wasn't the size, it was the people, workers with tense expressions. Supervisors barking orders. Security guards standing near restricted doors. And a strange pressure in the air, like the whole factory was hiding something. Aria felt it instantly, and she wasn't wrong, because somewhere deep within these metallic walls, beneath the slicing machines and oil fryers, something was malfunctioning, something dangerous, something everyone else ignored, something only she was destined to discover. Please support Mystic Trail Stories. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Aria Collins had dreamed of becoming a food processing engineer since she was a little girl, watching her grandmother make homemade chips in an iron pan. The crackle, the golden color, the perfect crunch, that sound stayed with her forever. So getting selected as an intern at Crisp Star Foods, one of the largest chip manufacturers in the country, felt like a dream. She arrived early, wearing her new white lab coat, hairnet, gloves, and steel-toe shoes. Her heart raced with excitement as a tall woman with short dark hair approached her. "I'm Supervisor Lena Brooks," the woman said, shaking her hand firmly. "Stay close. This factory is no place to wander." Aria nodded, swallowing her nerves. They stepped through the first set of heavy doors. Warm air blasted her like she had entered another planet. "Welcome," Lena said, "to the beginning of every potato chip you've ever eaten." Giant dump trucks arrived one after another, releasing mountains of freshly harvested potatoes onto massive vibrating belts. 200 tons a day, Lena shouted over the noise. The potatoes rolled through automated washers, giant cylinders spraying water at unbelievable pressure. Dirt flew everywhere. Aria watched in awe. "This is just the start," Lena said, but Aria noticed something odd. A man near the washer kept glancing nervously toward a high-security door guarded by two men in black uniforms. "What's that room?" Aria asked. Lena didn't look. "That's restricted." "Forget it." But Aria couldn't. The potatoes traveled through laser cameras and AI scanners that inspected each one in milliseconds. Defective potatoes were kicked off the line by air jets. "Incredible," Aria whispered. Lena nodded proudly. "We don't play with quality." But again, Aria felt something strange. Workers near the scanners moved quickly but looked stressed. One whispered to another, "They need to fix that pressure valve tonight." Aria heard it clearly. "Pressure valve? Where? Why the urgency?" They entered a huge silver room where potatoes were peeled using steam and abrasion. Then came the slicing chamber. Rotating steel blades spun faster than her eyes could follow, cutting potatoes into thin, perfect slices. "Each slice must be exactly 1.3 millimeters thick," Lena explained. "Too thick. Undercooked. Too thin. Burns." Aria nodded, but as she watched the blades, she noticed something unusual. One of the slicing machines had a flickering red light. Is that normal? Arya asked. Lena stiffened. It's being handled. But by who? And why did Lena suddenly look tense? Now came the part Arya had been waiting for. The frying tunnels. Rows of enormous stainless steel fryers bubbled with hot oil at 185 degrees Celsius. Robotic paddles moved the slices as they transformed from pale to golden. The smell was incredible, rich, salty, addictive, beautiful, isn't it? Lena said. Arya nodded, mesmerized, but then, a loud clank echoed through the room. Workers flinched. Someone muttered, "It's getting worse." Arya turned that a thick metal pipe above the fryer was vibrating violently. Shouldn't someone check that? She asked. Lena quickly pulled her away. Not your concern. But Arya knew enough engineering to recognize a malfunctioning pressure system. Something was definitely wrong. Arya didn't mean to wander, but during a short break, she saw the restricted door slightly open. Inside, she glimpsed blinking blue lights, wires, and a giant cylindrical machine labeled. Her stomach tightened. That a high-pressure machine, right next to unstable pipes. No wonder workers were nervous. Suddenly, a hand gripped her shoulder. That it was Lena. Her eyes were colder than before. You didn't see anything. Arya's pulse spiked. Ma'am, that machine doesn't look safe. It's not your responsibility. But if those pipes burst, Lena cut her off. If you want to keep this internship, stay quiet. Arya stared at her. Something bigger was happening, bigger than chips. The chips traveled through giant rotating drums where flavor powder rained down like snow. Barbecue, sour cream, cheese, spicy chili. Arya finally smiled again. It smells amazing. This is the safe part, Lena replied sadly. Safe? That word echoed inside Arya's mind. Robots filled bags, sealed them, and boxed them at lightning speed. Everything looked perfect, until it didn't. That a sharp alarm pierced the air. Workers froze. Arya turned. The vibrating pipe above the fryer had snapped. Oil pressure hissed violently. The secret flavor machine next door began flashing red, and Lena whispered, terrified, "Oh no. It's happening." Before anyone could react, Arya sprinted toward the main control board. Stop! Lena shouted. You'll get fired. But Arya wasn't thinking about jobs. She was thinking about the 70 workers inside this metal fortress. She scanned the console. Pressure rising, machines overheating, emergency valve jammed. She grabbed the wrench from the emergency kit, climbed onto the platform, and forced open the manual pressure release. That a blast of steam shot upward. The pressure dropped, the fryers calmed, the pipe steadied. The secret machine powered down safely. Silence took over. Workers slowly began to breathe again. Lena's eyes softened. You just saved the entire factory, she whispered. The factory director arrived minutes later, shocked. What happened? Lena spoke up immediately. She saved us. She found the problem and fixed it. Arya expected anger. Instead, the director smiled. Young lady, how would you like a permanent engineering position with us? Arya gasped. You mean it? He nodded. You saw what we refused to see. You have courage and skill, exactly what this factory needs. And just like that, a nervous intern became a hero. A factory filled with secrets found its voice, and inside the metal walls of Crisp Star Foods, millions of potato chips continued their journey, cleaner, safer, better than ever, all because one girl refused to look away. Before we end, tell us, would you dare to work inside a massive food factory like this? Why or why not?